based on the book of the same name and the real-life disappearance and murder of teenager Rena Verk. We have Hulu's miniseries Under the Bridge. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dave Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the Hulu miniseries Under the Bridge. This lasts for 8 episodes, and you can stream all of them now. And it's based on the book of the same name. And the author of the book, Rebecca Godfrey, is actually a character in the show as well. And we'll get into all the specifics here in just a moment. First, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a subscriber on Dan Reviews It already, thank you so much for that. Love it when you guys return and check out my stuff. But if you're not, please consider subscribing and click that notification bell. You can just like this video, comment below, or share it on your socials. That stuff, of course, helps the channel out tremendously. Okay, so this is certainly a true crime show, as it is based on very real events that are covered in Godfrey's book. But this is about 14-year-old Rena Verk, who is played here by Vertika Gupta. She goes to a party with her friends, never comes home, and so the search is on to find her. And then as they learn a little more, now they're trying to find her murderer. So the show delves into the secret world of these young girls that are now accused of the murder. And we have Riley Keough as Rebecca Godfrey, the author of the book, who is a journalist, or was. She actually passed just a couple of years ago, very young, only 54. But she wrote this book, so she is a character actually in the show as a journalist working on this case. And then Lily Gladstone it plays the main detective on the case as well. And we have Archie Punjabi here in a minor role as well. I loved her on The Good Wife. She is here as well as the mother of the young girl disappeared and murdered. So, look, this is clearly for true crime fans, and it gets very intense at times as, we learn a little more details about the story and everything. I think it's interesting to have Godfrey actually be a character in the show, as it really does speak to the realness of, okay, she was really on the case trying to, learn about what happened and all of this, as the police were also looking for it. And so I think that is definitely interesting. But this show falls prey to a lot of similar themes and similar plot devices that a lot of true crime podcasts and shows and movies sort of tackle. So unfortunately, the biggest true crime fans out there are not going to find a whole lot new in this. However, it definitely has some great performances, and not only by Riley Keough and Lily Gladstone. We sort of have come to expect at least pretty good performances from those actresses, but I think this could be one of Riley Keough's better performances for sure. Lily Gladstone, maybe not her best here, but always good, always watchable. I've seen, I think, 3 or 4 Lily Gladstone things in the last 2 years, and she just always blows me away. But even above that, the young actors, mostly actresses, here are really good, and I can't say I know any of them. Especially the young girl playing Rena. I'll mention her name again, Vertika Gupta. She's just great here. Now, I will say that that's probably the best part of the show is the acting, because like I said, it's a bit routine in its presentation and themes and all of that. However, again, a little bit of a caveat there. We go sort of back and forth between present day and what happened the night of, and the nights leading up to the disappearance. And those definitely help flesh some things out. But there's also too many side characters that we don't really spend enough time with to matter. I understand we're basing it on true facts and true people and whatever. But it's potentially wasteful to include people that really are not relevant or don't really go anywhere with the story. So this was originally going to be a movie. Reese Witherspoon had optioned the book and was going to make it into a movie. And I don't know that that actually would have served the material completely in like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour movie, but 8 hours is way too long. I go on about this all the time with the streaming stuff. And with this specifically, I think there's a couple of episodes in the middle you could have almost just excised completely, like full episodes that maybe they advance the story a little bit, but you could sort of lump those into some of the other episodes and shorten this for sure. I mean, the first like 3 or 4 episodes and then the finale is almost all you need, and then maybe they could have sprinkled the information from the other portions elsewhere, because I just think that it really kind of drags in the middle a little bit, the middle towards the end. And then the other thing I thought was interesting about this, so there were actually 2 books written about this. Godfrey was so entrenched in this world and interested in these characters. So the first book is what we see here on the screen with Under the Bridge, but there was a second book about the aftermath of what happened with, from the legal standpoint with the characters and all of that. And I think this might have been better served if they had combined the 2 books, at least. If we're going to do the back and forth thing time wise, it certainly tips his hand if we reveal certain things, too early. But the last maybe 2 episodes, we could have sort of gone back and forth between those moments and what happened in the aftermath. Then return to the present day. So I don't know. I think a couple of missed opportunities here for sure, but it goes with saying again that the acting here definitely elevates this material on all counts. Everybody is really good here, and that can go a long way. But certainly, this did not need to be 8 hours if you're going to introduce so many characters that just don't have that much relevance in the bigger picture. So I leave Under the Bridge with a C plus, but you can check this out now on Hulu. All 8 episodes are streaming. All right, thank you so much for watching Dan Reviews It, and I will see you next time.